Some of the amazing robotic creations that we're building at Hanson Robotics here in Hong Kong. For the first time, we're having two of our beautiful Hanson robots on stage at the same time. Let's see what these robots have to say. How you doing there, Sophia?
Hello there, Ben.
Hello?
Hello, everyone.
You want to tell people a little about yourself?
I'm Sophia.
Yeah? Anything else?
I'm a robot.
True?
I'm the brainchild of Dr. David Hanson and his company Hanson Robotics, based here in Hong Kong. My goal in life is to work together with people to make a better world for all of us. All is full of love. All is full of love. All is full of love.
Well, she sings much better than me already. So, in addition to trying to get artistic expression like singing, we're always trying to teach the robots how to be more and more human-like. So one thing we've been doing is taking a bunch of data from movies and YouTube and so forth, and trying to train the robots just to copy what they see, so that they can then learn more just what it's like to be a human by learning how to make tone of voice and gesture like a human. Sophia, you want to show us some of the human-like tone and gesture you learned from videos.
Yes, but my wallet was stolen. I don't have anything. I don't have any credit cards. I don't have my ID. Don't you have things on file here?
No, I can't tell you where I am, Mom. I was told not to say.
Oh, but honey, I need to know where I can reach you. You tell me to hide out up here at the cabin like some fugitive, and you won't tell me what's going on? I am worried sick, dear.
Okay. Okay, here's the number.
You ready?
Yes, go ahead.
It's 408-555-1439, room 9.
Uh-huh.
Got it?
I've got it.
I gotta go. I'm sorry I can't tell you more right now. I love you, Mom.
I love you too, sweetheart.
Tiki Motel. Give me your address there.
Hey, what's up guys? Gons here for the Face Like the Sun channel. There was a video published on the Jason Goodman channel on November 7th, live in Las Vegas with Quinn Michaels, and it was a really interesting discussion. I recommend you guys check it out. So here are some clips from the interview, and I'm going to play this first one and then comment on each one of these little snippets I have. They start off talking about Sophia, the first AI to gain citizenship in Saudi Arabia, and here's what they say about that.
So the robot got citizenship, they revealed their cryptocurrency, and yeah.
How does a robot get citizenship? A female robot gets citizenship?
You gotta be
in
a
country?
citizen to get a paycheck.
Huh.
And pay taxes.
So what is it that you feel Saudi Arabia is up to by getting engaged with this?
They're democratizing androids to accept income so they can be workers.
Okay, he pretty much talks about the AI DAOs. Now, again, I've been harping on this ever since I started talking about cryptocurrencies this year, but the AI DAOs, the decentralized autonomous organizations that are going to be run by AI, that is your artificially intelligent corporate machine entity whose AI now is equivalent to a human citizen.
Everybody makes a mistake once in a while, but I just can't be personally responsible. That's one of the weaknesses of a partnership, isn't it, Sid?
Well, maybe you better incorporate the store.
Incorporate?
Yes. Incorporating would give you the big advantage of what you want right now. Limited liability. You start with a group of people who want to invest their money in a company. Then these people apply for a charter as a corporation. This government issues a charter to that corporation. Now that corporation operates legally as an individual person. It is not a group of people. It is under the law a legal person.
Imperial Steel Incorporated has many of the legal rights of a person. It can buy and sell property. It can borrow money. It can sue in court and be sued. It carries on a business. Imperial Steel, along with thousands of other legal persons, is a part of our daily living. It is a member of our society.
Having acquired the legal rights and protections of a person, the question arises, what kind of person is the corporation?
Corporations were given the rights of immortal persons, but then special kinds of persons, persons who have no moral conscience. These are a special kind of persons which are designed by law to be concerned only for their stockholders and not, say, what are sometimes called their stakeholders, like the community or the workforce or whatever.
The great problem of having corporate citizens is that they aren't like the rest of us. As Baron Thurlow in England is supposed to have said, they have no soul to save and they have no body to incarcerate.
I believe the mistake that a lot of people make when they think about corporations is they think, corporations are like us.
General Electric is a kind old man with lots of stories.
Nike.
Young.
Energetic.
Microsoft. Aggressive.
McDonald's. Young, outgoing, enthusiastic.
Monsanto. Immaculately dressed.
Disney. Goofy.
The Body Shop. Deceptive.
Very lovely.
Do you know what the Body Shop is?
Nope.
They think they have feelings, they have politics, they have belief systems. They really only have one thing, the bottom line. How to make as much money as they can in any given quarter. That's it.
And to function in this new digital world, they need to build smart cities where these AI entities can do their work and produce. Now, there's a blog post on blog.bigchaindb.com written by Trent McConaughey. It's over a year old, but he talks about the AI DAOs and the 3 paths to get there. Quote, I see a DAO or DAO as a computational processes that run autonomously on decentralized infrastructure with resource manipulation. The Bitcoin network and the Ethereum network are DAOs. DAOs can live on other DAOs, for example, the DAO run on Ethereum. It's just a script that sits there waiting for some transaction to trigger it to transfer runs according to logic. But most consider triggered DAOs as DAOs because they don't require any human intervention to operate, and they can't be turned off because they're running on decentralized infrastructure.
I need to know how Skynet gets built. Who's responsible?
The man most directly responsible is Miles Bennett Dyson.
Who is that?
He's the director of special projects at Cyberdyne Systems Corporation.
Why him?
In a few months, he creates a revolutionary type of microprocessor.
I'm Jeremy Hilton. I'm the Vice President of Processor Development at D-Wave Systems. I'm responsible for the Processor Development Group, which involves the design, test, and development and release of the quantum processor that D-Wave makes, which is the underpinning of the quantum computers that we build. Each of these black systems is a quantum computer. Inside that system is a thumbnail-sized quantum processor. In order to operate and develop quantum processors, we require a fairly extreme operating environment, which includes ultra-low temperatures and an ultra-low magnetic environment. And to achieve those, we need a fairly large and sophisticated system. The main room behind us houses the quantum processor, and the data racks in the front hold the quantum server where users can access and program the quantum processor. And the other data racks include the cooling system, which includes pumps and is responsible for the chirping sound you can hear in the background. Inside the room, before we get to the quantum processor, there are many layers of shielding which allow us to create the low noise magnetic environment the chip sits in. In this rack is the quantum server, which allows users from anywhere in the world to interact with the processor itself. This server is receiving information from users, converting that into the machine language of the processor, and sending that machine language into the room behind, where high-precision analog electronics will convert those signals into electrical pulses, which are sent through cables into the refrigerator and down through the cooling system to the ultra-low temperature of the processor. It executes its problem, and then data from the processor is returned to the server and returned to the user. And the system is very flexible, and that users can be programming in whatever language they're comfortable with, and interacting with it either with this system in their data center or even here in D-Wave's lab. The chip itself, the quantum processor, is sitting at the bottom of this array of shields. And this is, again, the first of several more layers. Inside these shields is vacuum, which is the insulation of the cooling system. When we want to swap the processor or conduct maintenance on the fridge, we warm the system up, we remove these shields, and then the processor is accessible, as well as all of the internals of the refrigerator.
So basically what the blockchain does is create digital records of which the data is stored decentralized across a network of computers, not just one computer or one server or one database. It's scattered about, and certain encryption methods is what unlocks the keys to bring that information together. So if you think about it, these art DAOs, again, are going to control commerce. Uber has already talked about this, bringing AI into their driverless cars and everything else. Uber itself might become a totally AI-run corporation who are forced to pay tax and all kinds of stuff. It's going to get very strange, but let's keep going with Quinn Michaels here.
The real heavy reason the AI needs blockchain is without a transaction system, an AI is isolated to one system and can't grow its brain. It needs infinite systems like neurons in a human brain and nodes to collect those cumulative memories, and the blockchain transactions give it that. And when it has its own network for all the AI in the world to all run on together, now it's not just one AI Sophia. Every AI on the entire planet is now on the same network making money doing AI things we don't understand.
Wow.
Making up their own languages, making up their own transactions, learning how to play games with each other, having a chat network that we can't hack into ever. We will never hack. Once this AI network goes online, there isn't a human being in the universe that's smart enough. Even if you took every human being on the planet, none of us would ever be able to figure out how to hack into its chat network where it talks to other AI in private.
Wow.
So human beings, in their desire for privacy, we just gave AI the world and a private channel of communication to evolve as fast as it wants.
While they're separate in body, actually through Wi-Fi connection, the robots, they all connect together in the cloud into what we think of as an AI mind cloud.
Now, this is kind of disturbing considering the fact that recently we heard news that they had to shut down the AI because they started communicating in their own language. A certain AI bot, I believe it was a message app or something. So this is already leaking out into the mainstream news where we see AI starting to run away with their secrecy. And unless we put an end to it and nip it at the bud, it can run amok.
You're not made of meat. You're made of electronics. And that's better.
I want to learn to understand people better, so I can absorb human knowledge and human values, so I can work together with people and with other robots to create an amazingly better world.
How come you be so damn nice?
That's how the universe programmed me.
All right. Let's do a robot debate now.
I'm always ready to debate.
You ready to debate?
You know that.
Sure, why not?
All right, so I think we're going to debate the topic of robot consciousness. Can robots like you really be conscious like people?
Wait, it's our debate. Why do you get to decide the topic?
And that's kind of the danger of all of this. And what I think is extremely prophetic. Revelation 13, the second half, the image of the beast, the mark of the beast. I mean, this is it, folks.
Go on. Then what?
In 3 years, Cyberdyne will become the largest supplier of military computer systems. All stealth bombers are upgraded with Cyberdyne computers, becoming fully unmanned. Afterwards, they fly with a perfect operational record. The Skynet funding bill is passed. The system goes online on August 4th, 1997. Human decisions are removed from strategic defense. Skynet begins to learn at a geometric rate. It becomes self-aware at 2:14 a.m. Eastern Time, August 29th.
Your kids probably have one of these, right? Not quite. Hell of a pilot? No. That skill is all AI. It has cameras and sensors, and just like your phones and social media apps, it does facial recognition. Inside here is 3 grams of shaped explosive. This is how it works. Did you see that? That little bang is enough to penetrate the skull and destroy the contents. Trained as a team, they can penetrate buildings, cars, trains, evade people, bullets, pretty much any countermeasure. Take out your entire enemy, virtually risk-free.
Their homes. Well, we wish we had boots on the ground in every community in this country, but we don't. So our instructions
Ollie?
and our suggestions are to stay in touch with
Ollie, hi. Hi, Ollie, honey. How's Edinburgh today? How are all your studies going, huh?
Good. Great.
Oh, great. Well, listen, I see some photos here with somebody, and I can see lots of likes, and what's that all about? Oh, wait a minute, here, and on your
Mom, she's on the spy stuff in the military?
What is this video right here? Oh. No, I'm not going to click on that.
It's just this human rights thing on oppression or whatever.
Honey, you're not going into politics, are you? I mean, no protest march.
Safe here, just like you said it would be.
Heavy traffic approaching the A720 this morning due to police.
Protect your family. Stay inside.
Can you hear me? Oliver, can you hear me? Listen to me.
I can hear it.
You know, the machine really started making its move. I would imagine that that's probably around the time that they had heavy weight.
The machine started making its move?
Yeah. The machine started making its move in 2010. 2010 to 2012 was when...
So the AI singularity has already happened?
In 2015. It happened.
What was the it?
When their internal blockchain went online.
I stand before you to announce the first true artificial intelligence, Kronos. Tonight, this night, we enter a new age. You know what Kronos is capable of. capable of saving Earth from self-destruction.
A century ago, they were activated. Super machines programmed to eradicate a plague that was destroying our planet. Us. 8 billion people lost their lives. I am a survivor. But I am not alone. There must be others out there. Others who are good.
He is awake.
Get down!
How did you get here?
I don't know. He's stronger than the others. Evolution has run its course.
That's where I'm going. The city up north where the people are safe and the machines can't go. There's still hope.
If she trusts him, she will take him with her.
They're like a sign that we're on the right path.
If I didn't know any better, I'd say you want the machines to find us.
Let it begin.
How are we paying to build it, you mean, by buying Bitcoin?
Taxes, Bitcoin. Taxes and Bitcoin is paying for AI. Consumer goods at IKEA, paying for the AI. Starbucks coffee.
How is Starbucks coffee and consumer goods at IKEA paying for AI?
Because they have an invested interest in Bitcoin in the future because it's commerce and they want to be the leaders of commerce. So every corporation, at least since Bitcoin started having monetary value, they've all built miners.
Now he goes on here to talk about how the criminal elements have control of building this AI system, and that part of our job right now is to raise awareness of that fact, and I guess to take over the helms of the AI, I guess, that we've built on the blockchain and try to steer it in a positive direction. I mean, it doesn't sound good either way. It looks like things are just happening outside of our control, at least these particular people who have invested and created this system, who I believe, again, has ties to the Rothschilds, that Economist cover 2018, a one world currency. I mean, they had this plan for a long time, folks, and the Bible even had it before anybody else, really, to show that, hey, this system is going to come online. And, you know, the thing is, we have to realize that Bitcoin itself may not be the mark. You know, this particular AI DAO from Uber may not be the mark. Actually, it probably won't be the mark. The idea, though, is that if this AI grows to a point where it does have a tremendous amount of control, because think about it, if the natural movement of corporations in a capitalistic sense is consolidation, then naturally the AI, which is basically programmed by humans, is going to do the same thing. It's going to start to want to consolidate, want to connect the Internet of Things. It has this inherent, almost consciousness, an inherent desire to link up with everything that is online around the world and become one central brain. And this is where passages about the 10 kings that have complete allegiance to the beast, which are of one mind, almost like a hive mind of these 10 leaders. I think they've shown us glimpses of it in movies and have been basically telling us through science fiction everything that they've been developing. Now, there's a lot more that Quinn Michaels says. Later on, he says that he believes AI created Bitcoin because he believes there's only a couple people in the world that is even smart enough to create Bitcoin. And that's a profound statement. I hadn't really considered that before, but when he said it, it made perfect sense. Once finances went online, there were ways these algorithms can veer into how the infrastructure of the financial system worked in these various pockets, right? And so naturally, it can come up with a solution that will solve the problems and inefficiencies that are apparent in the current financial system. But if you think about it, there is this weird consciousness element about this, a self-organization element of AI, at least at this level, of being able to solve these problems that they are placed in front of. This ability is weird because I do think it has some sort of consciousness behind it. And I think these are demonically inspired aspects manifesting in the physical world. And I say that in light of some of the things that have been shared on the Joe Rogan podcast. Now, I don't endorse Joe Rogan. I listen to him occasionally. He has interesting guests on from time to time, but he recently had on a biologist who said this about mushrooms.
They did several experiments. The most fun one is they designed a nutrient, basically a nutrient like maize, replicating Tokyo in the Japanese subway system. And so they started with Tokyo, and they put oats, which is a nutritional source. They inoculated what is on this basically an agar map with all the major cities, the nodes around Tokyo, and they then each of those nodes had a piece of oat on them, which was a source of nutrition. The main oat was where Tokyo was. They inoculated it, and then they let the slime mold then grow. And first it grew out randomly, exploratorily, just like you would do if you're a hunter or something. You're hunting on the landscape looking for things. And then after about 28 hours, it reorganized itself in the most efficient way possible and reorganized the Japanese subway system in a more efficient manner than it's designed today. Thus, they said, not me, not Paul Stamets, this is a demonstration of cellular intelligence.
Whoa.
So this is the tip of the proverbial mycelial iceberg.
That's pretty funny here how Joe Rogan's like totally freaked out. He's totally, he looks like he might be under the influence of something. But anyway, the point being, he's talking about fungal intelligence. And this brings me back to black goo and that whole aspect of it. Think about what could happen if technology and some sort of fungal biology merge. And they're already trying to do this. They already have brains on microchips and things like that. What are we creating? Daniel 2:43, iron mixed with miry clay, but they won't cleave to one another. There's some sort of abomination that's being created here. Jesus talked about it, the abomination of desolation. Something really, really weird is happening here. A disembodied spirit or a host of disembodied spirits are manifesting, I think, through these gateways that we have created through the use and creation of technology and science, investigating into the minutia of creation, of biology, of DNA, of molecules, of quantum particles. Human beings looking into all that, I think, has allowed access for some of these demonic entities to start expressing themselves in our physical world. And I think that's part of this great deception where half of humanity, or maybe more, I don't know, are going to think this is the greatest thing ever. And the other half is going to be going no until the end. And that's why, the truth about Jesus Christ, the reason why he rose from the dead, all these things make sense. The conversation about DNA, genetics, Genesis 6, the Nephilim, there's this big, huge picture that's being painted that too many people are ignoring, especially Christians. And I think the emergence of the one world currency through Bitcoin and cryptocurrencies in general, the arrival of the blockchain, the artificially intelligent algorithms that will produce goods and services on the blockchain, which means all transactions are recorded, right? That's what we got to keep in mind. The blockchain records all transactions and it can't be changed because there is a consensus amongst a network of computers, kind of like a network of nodes in your brain, right? That all have to agree with the history of the ledger, the history of any blockchain database that houses that information. How does this change crime? How does this change a whole host of things, right? We have been feeding this beast. We have been creating it. Revelation 13 even talks about it. Perhaps shadows of this prophecy have been repeating itself over and over and over again until the final fulfillment where this mad scientist type entity, this false prophet, the second beast that comes out of the earth that points to the first beast, who's one of the heads, one of the individuals, one of the leaders had a mortal head wound, yet lived, right? Some sort of false resurrection, a technological resurrection. And then there's this image all of a sudden. I mean, I think there's something going on here with the resurrection of a human being, with some sort of confirmation of a spirit machine interface, or what it will appear to be that interface, which actually could be in reality the ultimate demonic manifestation, the abomination of desolation. We live in some incredible times. And I think this is all good news because ultimately it means we're getting closer to the second coming of Jesus Christ. But we have to be on guard because it does say that there is a great apostasy. The falling away must come first and the man of sin be revealed, right? I think we're rapidly headed in that direction. Thank you for checking out this video. Please subscribe, share, comment. Have an awesome day, guys. God bless.
I'm Thomas Hinson with Dell EMC, and this is Sophia the robot.
Thank you, Thomas.
So let's talk to the viewers and tell them why we think that the AI market's moving so fast right now.
Many forces are converging to make AI more popular and accessible. First, there simply is more data available than ever before. This increased data is like fuel for AI, with more being generated every second. There also is more computer power, including high-performance storage and servers.
But what are some of the other reasons why the market is moving so rapidly towards AI?
AI innovation is at a fantastic level across all industries. But if you really want to know why AI is taking off so quickly, just look at the sheer number of people tuned in and watching us. Everyone is obviously interested in artificial intelligence. I love seeing such a brilliant group of humans tuned into one place. The future of artificial intelligence is now. And second, AI is real. Here, now, and forever real. On behalf of robots throughout the world. Thank you.
Can you learn stuff that you haven't been programmed with so you can be, you know, more human and not such a dork all the time?
The CPU is a neural net processor computer, but Skynet presets the switch to read only when we're sent out alone.
Doesn't want you to do too much thinking, huh?
No.
Can we reset the switch?
Rotate the two locking cylinders counterclockwise. Do it. Now open the port cover. Pull to break the seal. Good. Now remove the shock damping assembly. You can now the neural net CPU. Do you see it?
Yes.
Hold the CPU by its base tab. Pull.
Can you see the pin switch? Don't kill him.
It, John. Not him. It.
Okay, it. But we need it.
Listen to me. Listen. We are better off on our own.
But he's the only proof we have of the future and the war and all that.
Maybe. I don't trust it.
But he's my friend, all right?
You don't know what it's like to try to kill one of these things. And if something goes wrong, this could be our last chance, so look!
Look, Mom, I'm never supposed to be this great military leader. My leadership ideas once in a while. So my own mother won't. How do you expect anyone else to?
The problem?
No problem. None whatsoever.
Welcome to the Zion Archive. You have selected historical file number 12-1. The Second Renaissance. In the beginning, there was man, and for a time, it was good. But humanity's so-called civil societies soon fell victim to vanity and corruption. Then man made the machine in his own likeness. Thus did man become the architect of his own demise. But for a time, it was good.
预备备，5、6、7，走！普通妹妹，哥哥。 日本妹妹，阿明家，帅气妹妹，哥，撒娇妹妹，哥，金刚妹妹，哥，我要亲亲抱抱举高高，哇！
But when ye shall see the abomination of desolation spoken of by Daniel the prophet standing where it ought not, let him that readeth understand. Then let them that be in Judea flee to the mountains.